Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the FDP. The FDP, I'm very happy that all of you have joined for the FDP. We are expecting more and more participants to come in. Of course, this being an FDP that has a recorded sessions also, you will be able to view it at your convenience. But the inaugural part has to be done in a proper manner according to the RUSA protocols and specifications. So presently, I will be giving you an information about what you are required to do during the assignment, plus the minimum conditions that you need to follow for getting your certificate. I hope that this FDP will be a wonderful experience for you. Thank you. On behalf of St. Joseph's College, Devagiri, and the Department of Language and Literature, thank you all for coming in. This whole program has been coordinated by the Department of Language and Literature. My colleagues have joined me. The technical assistance is given by Subin Varghese. Subin Varghese is from Lisa College. So, and we also have an expert advisor in Dr. Prashant. Dr. Prashant is the head of the Department of RSM, SNDP Yogam College, but he's also a research guide at the St. Joseph's College, Devagiri. So this is a sort of partnership plus a method by which we hopefully would be able to complete this FDP in a manner that is convenient to you and would not disturb you or would not be upsetting to you in any way. We will try to be as smooth as possible. The only things that would not be in our control would be the internet. We have a backup here. The backup, of course, I'm operating from my home. Prashant and Subin, Prashant is at his home and Subin is in the college presently. All of us have inverters with us, but then if the internet goes, that is the only, we just hope that things will be okay. Of course, the Zoom recordings would be on the cloud. So in case there is no problem at the other end, that is the resource person's end, Zoom will continue to pick it up. That's a great advantage of Zoom. Then we have also used the geofencing technique provided by Zoom so that we would be rather safe. But this is a whole India, pan-India participants. So definitely we have tried to restrict everything in the sense that most of your entry would be through the app. Today we are going live because we were actually inundated with a number of applications. So I'll show you all the statistics as we go through. But I'm very happy that when I thought about this, when I told about this to the proposal to my director, Father Sunil and Anthony, it was through a WhatsApp message that I said, shall we do a FDP like this? And you would not believe it, within 3 minutes, he accepted. He straight away, he sent me a reply, go ahead. So that's the confidence that he has reposed in me. So I really do not want to fall short of it. Then, of course, yes, Prabhish has said that it is not audible. Can someone please check whether it's audible? Can someone please?
It's audible, sir.
It's
audible, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is audible, Prajesh. Yeah.
Perhaps he has to join the voice. That's possibly
maybe
what is wrong with him.
Maybe. Anyway, let him find out himself. So this process of getting a RUSA application through is not very easy, you know that. But since our college is in the A++ category and with ranking NIR of 60, we've got a RUSA office in the college. So things were slightly easier to go through. And the specifics that my father told me was that the pricing has to be low. So we have tried to do that. But at the same time, if this becomes a real FDP in this, we are, of course, we are filing the process for it through MHRD and PMN SST program, all those things. And if it becomes FDP, then there would be certain other charges that you will have to give. Of course, this 200 would be subtracted from it. So that's about the FDP as such. All your doubts, everything can be cleared through our streams of discussion. This being a live session, we are going straight into what is going to happen behind the screens for this FDP. So I'm just going to share that particular. So treat this as your home for the next 5 days. For me, the home is the kitchen, because that's where the food comes from. And that's the place where I really love to, try out delicacies, try out new cooking ideas. Of course, I know only to make an omelette, but the rest of the cooking is done by my wife. And well, the kitchen is generally where I start. So I thought I'd use that image to start this FDP. The topic, the title, New Strategies and Tools for Innovative English Language Teaching, was the immediate response because I am an English faculty, and father immediately approved it. But then, as we started sending out the flyers through the methodology, we found that there were many people who started joining in from who were language teachers, who were research scholars, who were from different subjects also. They started joining in. So then what we did was, because it's a pride that we say that the Department of English Language and Literature has done. So we thought we would slightly tweak it. So now the topic title is New Strategies and Tools for Teaching Learning. But of course, for the English language enthusiasts, the teachers, there'll be lots to learn from. And for the others also, there would be lots. I guarantee you that during this course of 5 days, there would be inside this, there would be participants who are super experts. I mean, looking just at their names, I can understand that there would be those who know almost all the teaching learning apps that are available. But I strongly believe that even you will have at least 2 or 3 which would be new for you. And this is exactly what we plan to do. On a broad category, we will be dividing this into 5 sections. The 5 sections somebody drew on the screen. The advantage of Zoom is that I can suspend all participant activities, which means that presently nothing can be done. I would give me 1 minute to take a question. There is a person who has raised the hand, Nineveh Educational Trust. Is there anything that you would like to ask? You can unmute yourself now. Okay. Yes, do you have anything to ask? Okay, so I think that must have been it. So I will just be continuing by sharing the screen once again. Sorry for this. So we will be going on to 5 sections: synchronous and asynchronous learning, testing tools, digital walls, presentation skills, and gamification. So synchronous and asynchronous learning, there will be lots of different things that you will be knowing. Of course, you already would be using some platform, either Teams, MS Teams, or Google Classroom, Jitsi, whatever. So you will be introduced to a plethora of platforms, which if you have any doubts, you can ask. We incorporated Google Classroom because in our college we are using MS Teams, but we felt that Google Classroom might be slightly easier for the participants to get on board, and many of you would have at least been comfortable with Google Meet. So we will discuss all those and there'll be lots of time for us. Now, in terms of testing tools, this is one area which is vexing for all of us, since now many of us have to conduct online examinations. Proctoring is being done. Calicut University is trying its best to go online. St. Joseph's College, Devagiri also is trying to go online. And our internals are presently online. We have already successfully done it last time. So, there are so many things that are really testing for us. These are testing and trying times for us. And because of that, we will showcase certain tools which our resource persons will give you. And of course, you will have other tools which you can also share with us all through these discussion threads and all that. We'll give it time for that also. And then you've got a wall. And on this wall is what you paste your knowledge. Now, previously, the knowledge that you used to give was the knowledge that is sufficient for the student. Guru used to be the supreme. And if the Guru had 10 Vidyas, he would teach only 9 to the Shishyas, so that, the one would always be with him. Now, that's not the case. Now you have to handhold with the student. And as the student might take you forward, you might take the student forward, or you two will walk together. So this is the new concept now. And because of that, I learn from you, you learn from me. And so we post our information, whatever we know, onto a wall, let's say like a post-it, and others would also post so many things into that. So this sort of a digital wall, or whatever can be done through that, would be given bit more importance, so that you could in turn practice some of these things into the classrooms. And the next one, presentation skills, is everything that we all do in the classroom. Almost all of us use PowerPoint. Now, are there alternatives to PowerPoint, or in PowerPoint can we do something else? So many questions that we would have to answer and ask, and doubt clarification can all be done during the course of those people presenting with respect to presentation skills. And now the most modern methodology that engages a student, a learner, is gamification. So how do we play games in the classroom? Previously, games were not, the games were allowed, of course, in the lower classrooms. In the higher classrooms, if we used to group them in, especially in large classes, there would be cacophony, there would be a lot of noise. But now gamification is allowed, in the sense that you have lots of different ways to engage the learner. So what do we do for that? That's also something that we need to look into. So these are the broad classifications that we will be going through. The timings would be 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Now, there might be sessions which might go 5:10. We'll try to be on time as much as possible. But don't worry if you have any class or anything like that. See, even today, there are only 52 participants with a registered number of 493. Now, that's okay, because the sessions will be recorded, and you would have to view the recordings. You will have to do the assignments as per the instructions, and this validity will be for 2 weeks, in the sense that suppose a video has been posted, the last date is 16th. So most probably the video might be posted maybe 17th or 18th. I'm not very clear about that, but once it is posted, you'll get 2 weeks for it, and that would be the termination of the FDP. So don't worry about anything, but we will not be able to warn you like Coursera can, Coursera and Udemy and all. They keep warning you every day that you've completed that. We will not be able to do such things because we are still in the infant stage. We have not developed. This is our first FTP that is being done at St. Joseph's College, Devagiri. And so it's a testing time for me, but I also would like to learn from you. And I'm sure that together we'll be able to learn more and more. With reference to resource persons, we have tried our best to bring as many resource persons as possible. We have presently got 12 resource persons, and each of them are experts in their field, and each of them have used these tools in their classroom. That is something which I specifically mentioned. Many of when I used to ask the resource persons, what do you do? They say I can teach new methodologies. I have a paper which I can present, and somebody has told I presented a paper on how to engage students. Okay, I said very good, excellent. All of them doctorates, but then one specific question was, which was the tool that you used? So they said, no, so that there are many tools. No, that's okay, but give me a specific one. Which one did you use? So some of them they would say Google Classroom. And okay, so if I had a resource person for it, I'd say thank you. We will look into it into the next session. So basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that I have tried my best to give you 24 different tools. And coming back to my previous statement, I'm sure that any one of you, or you at least one or two of this will be brand new for all of you. And this is if I have achieved that, then I am successful. So let's hope that you will be able to learn a lot from this. Now here comes the difficult part. Not very difficult, don't worry. Google Classroom is well equipped for it. Those of you who have used Google Classroom, you will know. It's very flexible. Assignments would be given over there. The assignments, you will have to do the assignments. Again, these assignments would be in your own folder. So it's very easy to watch, to evaluate. These assignments will be evaluated according to the 4-quadrant instructional design. I'm sure you're aware of that. This being an FDP, this would be, as I told you, we are trying to make it into an FDP, which at a later stage, hopefully we'll be able to get back to you and give you a few more deliverables, which I can't promise you now. The application is going through. But if this becomes a real FDP in the real FDP terms for those who would like the CAS promotions and all those things, we need to stick to certain guidelines. And the guidelines are that we need to have a course introductory video. I think you've almost seen that. You would have seen a banana leaf and all those things. I'll tell that at the end. We need the included audience. Rusa is watching us. Rusa is there with us. The comments, included audience, there will be learning outcomes and there will be assessments, which means that in the 4-quadrant system, your engagement time is also important. So how much you sit in the classroom, this is also monitored. Of course, as we are all children in our own sense. So sitting in the classroom, everyone knows how to sit in the classroom. So that's not a concern for me, but the classroom engagement time also will be monitored. Of course, this is for the pure FDP as such. That's in inverted commas. The second quadrant goes on this detailing the ebooks, the materials, the glossary, etc. So whatever materials that we collate and get, we give it to you. And therein comes the discussion thread, where you will also be giving us more material. Things that you know will be put into that. And I think Coursera has become very successful because of this. I'm not very sure about Udemy, but Coursera, I've done a course, so I know that it is very successful because of that. So in the same way, you definitely, all of you will have some knowledge with you, and that knowledge you need to share with others. And once that is done, we will definitely be able to make a huge. Yeah, so the assignments constitute a very important factor. The engagement time, ebooks, I said it. Quadrant 3 is the references and web links. So these web links would be shared, of course, by you all. And through these, we will be definitely able to go ahead and have a wonderful FDP. Plus, assessments also would be there. So your combination of discussion threads plus assessment would make your file folder unique, so that you will be able to log in easily and you will be able to go ahead with your assignments. Any doubts you have, please don't hesitate to call Subin Varghese or me at any point of time. My time is 9 o'clock in the night. Don't call me after that. Call me after then 6 o'clock early morning. You can call me. Now, one thing that we all are definitely very lazy, including me, is to give a good comment. The pat on the back is something that we really do not like and we really do not do. So in this, the FTP demands that you use comments in your videos, in chats and your discussion threads. So all these are being watched, in the sense that you need to make your presence felt through discussion threads. Your names will be automatically coming, so you just need to comment. The videos that would be posted on YouTube, it's all private, so only you will be watching it. So you need to comment on that. You will also need to participate in the chats. Now all these things are available almost all the time, so for 24 hours, or I'll keep giving you the deadlines. So please do have a look into all these things, so that your percentages also will keep rising as per the schedule, as per the requirements of an FTP. So it's going to be a feast for everyone. Keralites, we've got this festival called Onam, and in Onam we try to fill the banana leaf as much as possible. 21, 24, 28 items on one leaf, on a banana leaf. So today, let's hope that we can have a digital feast. And for this digital feast, get ready, share the word everywhere, and welcome to you all participants. Thank you. Now I'll leave this thing open. There is a small problem now. Because of the you can 1 minute. You can unmute yourself if you have any questions first. Well, yeah, you can you have questions, you can please ask, and then after that we will need to go again. One more this thing will be sent to you, and that will be the new link wherein we will start the inauguration function. That's because I had to lock out certain things, and once you lock certain things, then Zoom sort of locks everything. So certain people are out and they will not be able to come in using the meeting notice that we have sent. So please remember, all of you, just get back to your Google Classroom. The link will be there within 5 minutes after our discussion is over, and then we will resume for the next session. You can ask questions. If there is any problem, please tell me. You can. There's this hand raising facility also.